Good morning. I am in a station called Shijo Nawate here in eastern Osaka. I'm going to get on this train here, which is arriving behind me, and I'm going to go to a little station called Tsuda. And at Tsuda, I'm going to walk for, I don't know, a couple kilometers away into the hills, into the mountains, and look for a waterfall. The waterfall is called Genji Waterfall. Today I'm hunting for Genji Waterfall. It's somewhere on the outskirts of a small town in Ōsaka Prefecture, but the exact location is kind of vague. Japan, you just... And there may be some distractions along the way, but Genji Waterfall sits in a dark grove at the end of a path. We made it! The perfect setting for a place said to be haunted. Looks like a nice sunny day, but I want to see and hear these Japanese forest ghosts for myself. So I'm going to see if I can find the place, because it's not famous. I don't know if it's on any tourist maps or anything, so I just have to go find this little spot in the woods. And when I get there, I will see if I can tell you the story of why it's haunted and the awful, awful, violent folk tale that explains why it's haunted and why there are ghostly voices crying at it. All right, here we are, Tsuda Station, and the waterfall is that direction somewhere. One source I saw online says about a 25-minute walk from here. One source said it was a 40-minute walk. It's through the town here of Katano. Remember where you are. So as far as walking through this town, to get there, I don't see any tourist map or any kind of area map at all around here. Here's one, but it does not have the waterfall on it. That's just right around the station area. So anyway, there's no map how to get there. There's no tourist office like information center or anything around here. The way I know how to get there is with the directions that I saw on Google Maps yesterday. And they were not very good. I think at one point they had me going on like some kind of private gravel road that was like roped off, so you can't do that. So I'm kind of having to remember what I saw on Google Maps yesterday. This is where my distaste for GPS technology will come in to kind of be tested, because I'm just having to get by on the map that I remember in my head, my sense of direction, and my wits. So if you're watching this video hoping to get to the waterfall, you're relying on my wits too, so I feel sorry for you, but let's see what happens. It's somewhere down here, and I have to remember where to turn. While walking along the tracks here, a little bit about what I know about this area, Katano. Okay, that's it. I don't know anything. No, it is of the 46, I think, administrative divisions of Ōsaka Prefecture. This Katano is classified as a city. It's got about 70,000 people in it, which makes it one of the middle, kind of towards the middle of the pack as far as population goes. It's in far eastern Ōsaka Prefecture. If I've ever been here before, I don't remember it. I don't know why I would have been. And when I was researching this waterfall, Genji Waterfall, couldn't find much about it. A little bit in Japanese, not much at all in English, almost nothing in English. So it's kind of a mysterious one, as usual. I say that in all my videos. This is kind of mysterious, this is a strange one. But I guess that's the point. That's why I go see things, because I don't know anything about them. And I do not know if I'm on the right path. I'm about 55% sure this is the correct path, so. Am I expecting a hard left curve here? Oh yeah, okay. Now we got to go under that big highway there. I can hear what you're saying. What you like about T1D Wanderer, the YouTube channel, is that I deliver. I mean, I said I was going to take you to a quiet little gentle mountain waterfall, and look, here we are. Just as I promised. Now, this is very gargantuan, very impressive from an engineering perspective, and sort of for a dystopian, futuristic kind of hellscape sort of world. But we're about halfway. This is about halfway on the walk, I think, and it's over there somewhere in those mountains. I promise there's a waterfall. I promise there's a haunted waterfall with the ancient ghosts screaming. Let's go find it. Genji Waterfall, Genji no Taki, straight ahead. So there is a sign. This is the first sign I've seen to confirm that it does exist. And by the way, it's not totally obscure. It is part of something called like the list of 100 green spots around Ōsaka Prefecture. I'm not sure what that is. I guess it's a government sort of tourism, sort of ecological thing list, but this is on it. So it has its own, this waterfall has its own page on Japanese Wikipedia. Something, it's not totally obscure. So the waterfall is up there somewhere. First, there's a little temple here. Let's stop in and pay our respects. Well, the temple itself, the building here is very tiny and it's closed. But over here I see a little stone path that looks quite inviting. Maybe this is good luck for finding the waterfall. This place is superb. To have something this nice, this well decorated or designed, with the rocks and the moss and stuff on the rocks, and here in this lovely setting right next to the mountains and nobody else around, and it's cold. It's January, so it's cold. Okay, there's this very nice wooden and stone bridge here. This is, I believe, not the way to the waterfall. I think the waterfall is off that way somewhere. So, what do you think? A or B? Should I go along the bridge for no reason, or should I keep going to the waterfall? What do you think? It's a trick question. Of course I'm going on the bridge. If you're going to have a bridge to nowhere, this is the way to do it. I'm already glad I came. I haven't even seen the waterfall yet. I don't know, I might take that back. Let me qualify this. It's not real wood. It's concrete, painted to look like wood. Japan, you just... Wow. Little army of Jesus statues hidden away here in the shadows of the trees. Well, not only is there more infrastructure here than I thought, but there's even free bathrooms. So I guess it's not that unknown. I bet locals come here for picnics and stuff all the time. It's just that nobody ever walks here from the station. You come by car or motorcycle or something. Yet again, I feel we have earned this waterfall. If indeed there is a waterfall. Where is this place? Aha! Here it is. We made it. Okay, now that we're here, let me tell you the story of this waterfall and why it's haunted. It is a very dark story. So apparently, back in the day, there were living in these hills a kind of a gang, like a bunch of bandits. And their leader was this lady. She was the gang leader. And one day, a couple of the people in the gang under her, they went into the town here, into Katano town, and they kidnapped a beautiful young woman and a young boy, a smaller boy, brought them back here. Being ripped from their families, they kind of banded together, like, you know, siblings would or something. So a little bit after that, the gang leader lady, she comes down to see what's going on, and she sees that the beautiful young woman and the young boy are here, but the young boy has already died. He's died from exhaustion and shock and everything. And the gang leader lady says, ah, she starts crying. She says, release the princess, release the beautiful young lady. So they release the beautiful young lady, and she says, aha, here's my chance. She rises up and kills or stabs the gang leader lady. And the gang leader lady it's a fatal wound, and she's dying, and she says, you were my children, and she dies. So it turns out, the princess now learns, that years earlier, the gang leader lady had been married and they'd had a daughter. Then they got divorced and she lost custody or whatever happened back in the day. Then she got married again and they had a son, and that ended in divorce and she lost the children. So she lost both her children. So as you can see where the story is going, the princess is now learning that her half-brother that she just learned about is now dead. Her mother is now dead. So the princess goes to the top of this waterfall, Genji Waterfall, and throws herself off, and she dies. And then, like in subsequent years, for reasons I'm not really sure of, the story is that other children have died falling off this waterfall for whatever reason. So it is said that this rock here, this great big rock, and some of the other rocks around here, if you come here, to this day, if you come here at night, you will hear crying and wailing and weeping from the rocks, from all the poor souls involved in this story. One of those classic violent old folk tales that nobody's a winner in, but very, very sad and very interesting, and I would say very appropriate for the feeling here. It's a very kind of beautiful but dark kind of place in a way, especially here on our very cold day. Well, that's it. That's the trip to Genji Waterfall. 18 meters of frightening ghost tales. A lot of fun today. Thank you for coming with me here to the deep woods of Katano, Osaka, and listening to the screaming, weeping stones with me. See you next time. Many thanks to my Patreon supporters who help make these videos possible and who, for as little as $1 a month, can watch new videos at least a week before they're published. Special thanks to Jacob Fatz, Nathaniel Holland, Omeyer, Ray Nichols, and Will Phillips. Also thanks to subscribers to my free weekly email newsletter who can watch new videos a day before they're published. If you'd like to join either one, links are in the video description. And thanks for wandering around with me.